Your arms up. Move back in.
I'm too tall. Good morning, Val.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm ready for some action. I just power decked the back, so
Oh, wow.
I'm all pumped.
That was like a pre-game warm-up.
Yes, I'm all sweaty already. I said, oh, let's do this very early in the morning. And it was like, 80, so it didn't seem that it was going to be warm, but it's indeed very warm.
Yeah, that's I mean, for 8 o'clock, 80 is pretty hot.
Yeah.
Is it
Oh,
humid too?
I'm sorry?
Is it also humid?
It's not that humid, but yeah, it's about 80-some%, which
Oh, wow.
for here is not that bad. How is it there?
It's I think we're in the 80s also, and
Yeah.
it's a pretty humid day here also.
Oh, okay. All right. So is that the deck of your apartment?
It is.
I thought it was a part you were in a club or something. Cool. All
Yeah,
right.
it's pretty cool. We were very lucky.
Yeah.
Who's checking? It looks like Mark, or that's, I can't say. Emma, it's Larry Barnett. Good morning, Larry.
Okay, I'm going to mute so I don't forget it. Unmute.
And then Loretta's just joined us too.
Hi, everyone. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
I'll mute myself.
All right, when I get started in about a minute, I'm gonna saunter off to my mat. Oh yeah, got some dolphins in the background. Thank you. We're joined by a lot of great guests, and we also have some dolphins swimming in the back, which is probably off camera now, but even the wildlife is joining us today.
Is that me?
Cool stuff.
All right.
Oh, there they are.
Yeah, I don't think people can see it.
They're swimming.
They're swimming. They're not the Miami Dolphins. They're just Fort Lauderdale Dolphins. All right, time to get some focus going on. Let's bring our feet out to the sides of our mat and have the sides of your feet running parallel with the mat. Basically, that's a long way of saying like your big toes, your toes are gonna just be angled in ever so slightly. Let's take your right hip and push it out to the side, and then do the same with the left. And then just transition between those 2 points. All we need now is like a grass skirt to make this whole thing complete. Just opening up, lubricating the hips. And then let's bring it back center. Let's take the legs and straighten them up. And then from the bottom or the base of your spine, I want you to imagine each and every vertebrae of the spine lengthening up, and do the same with the neck. Take your hands to reach up to the sky. Now let's separate them so they're in a kind of Y type shape. And as you do so, let's pull your butt back, and then take your thumbs and fingers and separate them widely. And then use those fingers to pull the arms long, and then use your thumbs to pull the arms backwards. Find a nice opening. Pull your belly button up and into the spine. And then stand tall and sweep your hands to the sky. And then fold your arms all the way down. Take your shoulders up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, open the palms to face front, and then rotate your thumbs so they turn all the way back or as far back as they will allow. Now, take your body, and I mean long body. So we're not going to hinge hip. We're going to basically hinge in the ankles. I want you to lean forward so you feel a big pressurization in the toes. And then you're going to draw that body of yours backwards until you feel more pressure in the heel. I don't want you to topple backwards. I want you to kind of be nice and connected. Now, between the pad of the foot or the ball of each big toe and the heel of each foot, I want you to move forward and back, and then find a balance between the two where equal weight is felt in both points. Now, take your palms, open them to the sides of their body, and then lift your arms all the way up. And now pull your butt back and fold halfway down. And then sweep your arms beside your body, open your palms to face the earth. Draw your chin up and into the neck so that the back of the head is elevating towards the sky. We're not raising or unhinging the body. We're simply creating an activation of muscle along the back of the neck. Now pull your butt back even farther. Give me as much weighting and imbalance the weight, if you will. More to the heel as you sweep the arms forward. Open the palms to face each other. Separate your thumbs and fingers widely, and then use the thumbs to elevate the arms. On your exhale, fold all the way down. I was in the middle of my mat, so I'm going to walk out and step back. But in any event, I'm going to come into plank pose. Now, with your arms, I want you to kind of rotate your elbows in and then slightly rotate the elbows outwards. So there just has a little bit of external rotation. Let's push high through the arms without locking through the elbows. And now let your upper body just kind of sink into the shoulders. And then push back up and sink. And let's move between those 2 points slowly and assuredly. And then hold it in the down position. Pull your hips upward and backward. Our down dog, which is your down dog. Now, if you can, imagine there's a string tied onto your tailbone, and then you use that string to pull the tailbone to the sky, push high in the toes. And as you drive your heels now towards the earth, bend your knees and feel a nice lengthening through the bottom of the foot. And then pull up and back to down dog. And let's do that again. Drive the heels to the earth. Let the knees descend towards the earth to feel that nice opening through the back or bottom of the foot. Pull high to the sky with the hips. Down dog again. And then drift forward with the upper body into your plank pose and gently lower the knees. Separate them about hip width apart today. Step your hands back under your shoulders as you let your head drop. Imagine now that string's been placed in the center of your spine, and I want you to pull with that string, the center of the spine, the midpoint, if you will, to the sky. This is our cat pose. Let's tuck under. Let's take the pubis area and try to pull it into the front of the body. Let's hollow out your belly. Feel a nice lengthening of all of the back of the spine. And as you exhale, let's reverse this. Let's proudly push our chest towards the earth. Let's not elevate our chin today. Let's elevate the back of our head. I want you to pull with the back of the head so the chin is actually pulling in towards the neck and the back of the head's pulling to the sky. As we make a conscious effort to roll the tailbone towards the sky, I'd like you to also pull in the belly button as you do so. You're going to keep your transverse abdominis, that's that lumbar or lower back support. We want to keep that active as we do these poses here. Now, reverse, cat, and cow. Float fluidly between the two. Try not to let patterns of old influence the behaviors now. I want you to focus on what we talked about just as we began this exercise. And then everyone hold in a neutral spine. Keep the head gazing down at the earth. Take your right ear and turn it into the right shoulder. And come back center with the head, and then do the opposite side. Nice lengthening through the neck. And then the opposite side. And keep going between the 2 points. And then bring it all back center. And let's counterclockwise move the body. Kind of circling. Imagine you had a pencil in your navel and you're drawing a circle upon the earth. It would be a long pencil, of course. Let's stop and go the opposite way. Explore a little bit, get a little wider with the circle. And then let's bring it to a nice stop. Take your right hand, extend it forward. Take your left foot, extend it back. Bring elbow and knee to meet. As we work between the extension and the compaction, I want you to try as best you can to keep your hips and shoulders square to the earth. Let's extend out, hold out, and come back to all fours to the opposite side. Almost finished warming up our bodies. Elbow to knee, hips, shoulders square. Extend back out, come back onto all fours. Let's take your knees up off the earth, pull your hips up towards the sky, and then walk your hands back towards your body. Legs are relatively straight. We're going to remain folded for a second as we lengthen out that lower back of ours. You can bend your knees if you need to, if that's more comfortable for your lower back. Now, inhale, extend to a flat back. Let's pull your booty backwards. I like saying that word, booty back. And when you feel, again, remember how we kind of pressurize the different parts of our foot, the ball, the front part, and the heel. We're going to try to pressurize the heel this time. And then just let your fingertips gently touch the earth. So there's very little weight in the arms. Let's expand across the chest. Let's get wide through the shoulders. As you inhale, keep the spinal extension, but drop the hips. Try to get a 90-degree or better bend in the knees. And then take your hands out in front. Keep your hips down as you unhinge. We've got a lot of weight coming into our legs and our gluteals. Now stand tall. Reach the hands to the sky. As you release the arms, exhale. And I thank you all for a great class. I'm joking. That's our warm-up. That's our warm-up. All right, let's take your right foot, step it forward. A little bit of humor today. What the heck, right? Let's reach the hands forward. Yeah, it's Sunday fun day. Separate the fingers, thumbs widely. Now, take a little rotation towards the right. You'll notice my rotation, it's not my arms moving, it's actually the whole shoulder carriage. So this is a trunk rotation exercise. Come back center. Pull your shoulders back over your hips and drop the left knee so it hovers whatever height is best for you. You know your body and whatever feels comfortable, but I want that stability, so at a height where you feel stable. Now pull your hips backwards. Make sure the weight's mostly to the heel of that front foot, and then take the whole shoulder carriage and then rotate it right again. Slightly different movement. Come back center. Elevate. Lean in this time. Rotate right. Come back center. Elevate the upper body so shoulders and hips are equal or over stacked basically, And then drop and lower the knee. Remember, we're not dropping to the mat. We're going to float it whatever height's best for us. Rotate right. Come back center. Elevate the body. Lean in. Rotate right. Center. Upright the body, lower the knee, rotate right, come back center, elevate the body up, lean in, rotate right.
Whoops.
Oh, you're just trying to make fresh with me, are you? Now, hold in this position, take your palms, descend them to the earth. Ooh, step back that right leg into high plank. You're welcome. Pull your hips up and back, down dog. Walk your feet to your hands. As you bend both knees, lower the hips, float the fingertips, broaden across the chest. Bring that booty closer to the earth, bring the hands out forward, straight out. Stand tall, reach for the sky. Relax the arms, step the right foot back. Kirsten's making sure I'm doing this correctly. That's what we have the boss here for. Now, hands come straight out in front. Rotate left. Come back center. Right knee descends. Floating. Rotate left. Come back center. Elevate the whole body. This time we lean in. Rotate left. Come back center. Upright the body. Lower the knee. Rotate. Center. Elevate. Lean. Rotate. You got the pattern. I'm going to let you follow at your own pace. Oops, I forgot to rotate. Up.
You're rushing.
In. Let's meet in the leaning position, hands reaching forward, open the palms to face the earth, fold it down, step it back, high plank. Add in a push-up here. Could be one push-up down, knees optional, push back up, pull the hips up and back, down dog. Come back to the plank. Knees optional, give me a push-up. Up and back, down dog. A little more playfulness with this. Come back to plank, push up, high plank, up and back, down dog. Left leg lifts, lower the leg, plank pose, push up and back, down dog. Right leg lifts, continuing with the playfulness, enjoying it. Right leg lowers, plank, push up, pull up and back, down dog. Hold on that. Tricked you. Thought the leg was going to lift, didn't you? Now, walk your feet to your hands. Keep in the folded position. Bring hand to opposite elbow. Bend both knees and see if you can kind of make a little connection with your tummy and chest on your thighs. After COVID, that connection's a little easier to make. You know what I'm talking about. All right. Fingertips gently upon the earth. Keep the bend in the knees, extend the spine. Bend the knees even more, get that booty down, float the fingertips, just gently touching. Pull the back of the head up to the sky. Let's keep those spinal extensors active as we keep the butt down, unhinge the upper body. Extend the hands out. Now, adding in both. Rotate right, center, rotate left, center, and then right and left. Hello, Wendy. I noticed when I turn left. All right. I'm getting that from Kirsten. That means her thighs are probably on fire. All right, come back center. Raise your arms this time. Just your arms. Lower your butt, raise your arms. Make them long. Stand tall. Bring hands over heart. Step the right foot forward. For me, I have to step the left foot back. We're going into a lunge pose. We're going to lean into this lunge. Very important here in this setup. While we begin to experience some of the muscle use, I like to try to take your knee and draw it backwards so that it's actually a little bit behind the ankle sorry, the heel of that front foot. I'm going to keep that forward lean. I'm going to try and best you can to get a realization of use on that gluteal, that right cheek.
Feel it.
Feel it. Put your hand on it. Is it working? Good. Now, I'm going to try to create some centering and grounding activation. This is simple. That right heel and the ball of the left foot, I'd like you to try to pull the 2 points together. It's going to make those medial muscles of the legs right into the pubis area a little more active as we keep that forward lean. A little bit of fire starting to burn in that gluteal. Now, take the back foot, step it forward, switch sides. Same setup, making sure we're elevated, knees back. We're going to lean in. We're going to start holding on this. Hands can be anywhere. I like to have mine over heart, praying for this to be over. I'm joking, of course. Now, the grounding, the centering, pulling to center. Left heel, ball of right toe, pull them together. Nice. Breathe, keep the spine long, keep that neck long, keep breathing, keep that lean. Take the right foot, step it forward, push your hands to the sky, inhale, lengthen, exhale, hands heart, left foot steps back. Lean in, heel toe activation, arms extend forward, rotate right, come back center, hold on this. Try to make the effort of combining everything, heel and toe pulling as you rotate. Let's do it again. And center. The balance is going to feel off. That's okay. That's just normal because our nervous system just knows the way we like to operate. I'm going to change that a little bit by changing how we operate. Keep rotating left, coming back to center. Keep the heel and toe pulling together. Enjoy that fire in that right cheek. One more time, right? Come back center, hands heart. Step the back foot forward, push your hands to the sky, lengthen. Hands heart, right foot back. Lean in, very important, not to be upright here. We want to have a certain load on certain muscles. So I want you to best you can just to find that right lean, even if it's just a little bit. Now, extend the arms forward, activate. Left heel, right toe, pull. Rotate left, come back center. Do it again. Keep doing it. Don't you love it when you're doing something you like and someone says, keep doing it? Because, you know, more is more.
Wait, who says you like it?
It's a big assumption that you like this, right?
Whoops.
All right, come back center, hands heart, back foot forward, hands to the sky. Thank you. Inhale, lengthen. Now, separate your feet mat width apart. Sides of feet parallel with the mat. Pull your butt back. Now, your upper body, when the butt pulls back, is naturally going to lean in. I like that. Take your thumbs, rotate them down. Try to open the palms to face the side. Nice. Now, take your elbows, pull them back to the body. Take your hands and rotate them upwards. So it's kind of like a field goal or field goal post. Lower the hands, shoulder height. So remember, we have a forward lean. We're not like upright, we're leaning in. Thumbs are rotated down. Now, rotate up, rotate down. Now, hold them down, take your thumbs and try to rotate them to the earth just a little more. And then sweep them all the way up. Stand tall, fold all the way down, step back plank. Oh. Pull your right knee to the right elbow, hold there. Now, if you can, try to elevate your knee up towards the armpit. Let the head drop and pull the knee up. Extend back the leg, plank pose, opposite side. Left knee hold. Left knee up. Left leg back. Pull up and back, down dog. Push high onto the toes. Drive the heels to the earth. Do that a few more times. And when you're ready, come back to plank. Right knee to right elbow. Pull it up as close as you can. Now, elevate the knee, pull it up. Oh, let the spine go into flexion, let the head fall. Hold, 3, 2, send it back. Left side, hold, elevate. Send it back. Well, up and back, down dog. Enjoy a couple breaths. Third time is our charm. Come back to plank. Right knee pulls forward, hold. Elevate the knee. Return the leg. Left side, pull, hold. Left knee up. Left leg back, pull up and back, down dog. Great work, everybody. Walk your feet to your hands. Fold forward. Hold the fold. While you remain folded, just pull your booty backwards. Give me more weighting to the heel than in the front of the foot. Keep the weighting to the heel as you bend both knees. Bring extension to the spine. And bring it to the neck also by pulling the back of the head up, not by elevating the chin, not by rotating the chin forward. Rotate the chin in towards your chest. Pull the back of the head up. Oh, much different muscle activation. Now, take your fingertips off the earth, pull your shoulders apart, and raise the hands so they're now floating. Now, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Take the palms, face them, and then take the arms straight out beside the body. So now your palms are facing the earth. Your thumb is forward. Let's take your thumb and rotate it down towards the earth, and then keep rotating through. See if you can get your palms facing the sky. And then if you can, pull your palms to the sky. Rotate the palms to face the earth. Bring the hands together underneath that body of yours. So the palms now touch. Reorient the body. Let's pull back to give me the majority of the weight in the heel of the foot. Bring the hands out beside the body. Arms are rising. Palms are facing down. Now we're going to rotate the thumb down and all the way through. Try to get the palm facing the sky. It doesn't have to go there. That's just an ambition. Take the palms, hands, whatever's out there, and lift it higher. Beautiful. Bring the palms to face the earth. Hands come back together. I know we're going to be out of this in just 1 second. Kirsten's getting all squirrely over there. Now, hands sweep out. Thumbs rotate through. Pull along the arms, raise them. Sweep the palms back together. Stand tall. Bring hands over heart. Oh, inversion. Fun stuff. Push your hands to the sky. Beautiful. Fold all the way forward. Walk your hands forward. Keeping your feet and hands is your contact point. So I have my feet about halfway back on my mat. My hands are at the front part of the mat. I got nice length with the upper body. So we're going to bend the knees. So the heels are going to raise off the earth. And we're going to have the knees probably about 6 to 10 inches off the earth. As best you can, I'd like you to try to get your back parallel to your mat. So it's your best guess. You don't need a mirror, just the best guess. Let's check in with our head. Is it kind of like dropped off the body? If it has, I'd like you to drop your chin in towards the chest and then take the back of the head and lift it up to the sky. Enjoy that muscle activation of the back of the neck. Now, let's float the body forward, back, forward and back, forward and back, and then circle right. And then circle left. And then bring it to the center. Step your feet back to plank. Pull your hips up and back, down dog. Push high to your toes. Pull your coccyx bone, your tailbone high to the sky. Keep it pulling high to the sky as you drive your heels towards the earth. Let's bring the knees down upon your mat. And then walk your hands back. Come into a kneeling position. As I remove some of the endeavors of my work today from my brow. How poetic is that? Let's be nice and long through the upper body. Kirsten's going to change the color so we're not silhouettes in your screen. Let's take your palms and open them to face front. Now, right now I have a chin pushing forward. I'm going to drop it and then pull the back of my head in. Let's take the hands, bring them up shoulder height. You've noticed I've rotated my thumbs to face backwards. I've separated my fingers widely. And I'm going to use the fingers to pull the arms away from the center line of the body. So I feel nice and open and engaged. Fingertip over the shoulders, into the chest and back. Let's use the thumbs now to help create a leverage point by utilizing them to help pull all of the arm, hand backwards, opening more through the chest. Do you feel it? Good, enjoy it. Hold it for 3, 2, and then come back, sweeping the hands forward so that the pinky fingers come to touch. Gonna make sure we have no bend in the elbow. I want you to try to serve out far away from your body. And then come back. Oops. Make sure I don't take my partner out here. Now use the thumbs, pull back a little more. And then pinkies come together. You notice that our repetition is in 3s today, as best I could do it. And come back out. Except when we're doing push-ups, and I know you did a lot more push-ups than 3. You're right. Come back, hands heart. Push the hands to the sky. Separate them shoulder width apart. While you keep kneel, pull your butt back. Keep your arms long. Try not to let them fold down. Try not to round in through here. Try to be nice and long and tall. Beautiful. Let's sweep the hands backwards. Palms are facing the earth. Now separate your fingers widely. Pull that whole hand carriage. Now there's 2 motions I want you to be avoiding. I want you to avoid the chin pushing forward. I want you to try to keep long through the neck by dropping the chin and pulling the back of the head. And the other thing is sweeping the arms out. I want you to sweep in the arms as you pull back. Now let's try that again. Hands come forward, palms face, arms rise. And then hands sweep back. Nothing's happening with the rest of the body. It's just a movement of the arms. Sweep up. And back. Nice. Now, let your arms just dangle, pull your butt back, and I want you to find a spot where your fingertips can just touch. Now, try to avoid releasing the shoulders forward. Try to keep the shoulders retracted And then just hinge forward enough, bend enough where you can kind of feel the touch of your fingertips. Beautiful. Now bring hands over heart. You need to find the balance, right? So this is about a centering. It's about centering the body. I want you to find that balance where you feel you're not going to topple forward. And once you've got it, we're going to bring a little more challenge to this, a little progression. Take the hands and reach them forward. Find that different center. Find it. I know you can. I trust you. Now rotate right. Remember, it's not the arms. It's the shoulder carry. It's trunk rotation. Come left, center, right, center, and continue oscillating between the 2 points. Slower, better. I like to move a little faster. You don't have to move at my pace. Slower is actually better. I'm going to try a little slower. 1, 2, 3, center. 1, 2, 3, left. Couple more times. You're going to feel those lower trunk muscles actively working. Right around the base of the spine, side bodies. Those are your obliques. Come back center. Kirsten's getting bored. Hands to the earth. Drop your head. Pull the center of the spine up. And reverse to cow. And cat. And cow. One more cat. And then since you don't have a cow, or since I don't want you to have a cow, come back to a neutral spine. I'm going to walk to the front of my mat. I'm going to take my left foot, extend it back. I'm going to take my right arm, reach it out beside the body. I'm going to reposition so I don't get fingers. Now, 2 motions here. I'd like you to 3 motions really. I'd like you to take your fingers and separate them and use them to pull your arm long so you're not bent at the elbow. Then I'd like you to raise your hand and then raise your shoulder. And then come back to all fours. Nope, it's the leg back. That's our progression. Left hand reaches out, left hand reaches up, left shoulder opens up. Come back to all fours. What often happens is we see translation in the lower hips. I'd like you to kind of be more solid core-wise, more engaged. So let's try this again. We're going to add a little progression. I'm going to take the left foot back, right hand out. Make sure you're translating hip side to side. Right hand reaches to the sky, right shoulder reaches up. And now for the progression, take the left toes up off the earth. And then come back to all fours. Opposite side, right leg extends back, left hand extends out. Left hand reaches sky, left shoulder, right toes elevate. And back to all fours. One last progression. We're moving on. We're going to get off our knees, which Kirsten's going, thank you. I don't like my knees. Left foot steps back, right hand out. Right hand to sky, right shoulder sky, left toes up. Now take the left leg, sweep it away from the body. Try to avoid the translation side to side of the hips. Come back to all fours. Opposite side. Left hand, left shoulder, right toes, right leg sweeps out. Back to all fours. And sweep it back to lie on your backside. Oh, thought we were never going to get there. Oh, come all the way down. Position your feet slightly in front of your hips. Sorry, your feet slightly in front of your knees. Now that they're in front of the knees, walk them out to the sides of your mat and try to bring the feet parallel, the sides of the feet parallel to the mat. Let's take your belly button and hollow it out. So you're going to feel it pulling in towards the spine. While you keep that muscle activation, the hollowing muscle activation, let's take the hips and start to elevate them up off the earth. A lot of times when I see people do this, they come up and they start to curl under from the pubis area. Let's all reset and let's come down. And I want you to feel actively working by hollowing. But as you elevate, I want you to avoid the curling in of the tailbone. So you're going to push up so you have more gluteal activation as opposed to lower back muscle activation. I want to feel those gluteals working as best you can. Now, because we step the feet out, you're going to feel a little more on the external part of your gluteals. As we create elevation, I want you to push high, but I don't want you to overextend. This is not an over push thing. It's not time to be pushy. And then I want, as a single unit, the whole spine, the low back, the middle back, all kind of like not bending or flexing, just remaining immobile, come back to the earth. Our endeavor here is to focus mostly on the gluteals. The other spinal muscles are going to be just to stabilize the spine, keep it more immobile. Let's push the hips back up to the air. Now, while you hold up, try to take your heels and then rotate them away from the body. And then take your big toes and then find the ball of each of them and push that into the mat as you try to externally rotate the heels. Pull the knees together, touching if you can, and then separate them back to where they were before, and then lower everything back down. Oh, what is that thing going on down there? Nice. Now, keeping the spine relatively immobile, elevate the hips. Isometrically activate, turn the heels or try to spin them away from the body. Take the ball of each big toe, try to turn it towards the earth. Push it into the earth if you can. Bring the knees all the way together if you can. So you're pushing, holding, sucking in the belly button, elevating the hips. There's a lot of junk going on. Separate the feet, the knees. Lower the hips, and then pull the knees up and into the chest. Great job. Circle them around. Circle them the other way. Extend the legs all the way out. And then walk it back just about an inch or two. So the obtuse angle that you're feeling is, so you have an obtuse angle in the knees, as you separate the heels of the feet, about hip width apart. Let's take your big toe of each foot and bring it in to touch the other. A little time that they can spend together. Normally they spend most of their day apart, but today we're going to bring them together, have a little conversation. Hi, left toe, how are you doing? Pretty good, right toe, how are you? All right, so bring the knees together. I want to feel the inner thigh muscles. While we hold on that connection, toe to toe and thigh to thigh or knee to knee, it's possible. I'd like you to try to pull your heels in towards your body. We're not moving them, just isometrically activate. Now, I want you to keep that activation as best you can. And without displacing it by my next words, I want you to keep it active and try to elevate your butt up off the earth. Oh my goodness, bigger activation. Let's lower down, let's everything release. Let's step the legs back out. Let's reach the hands above the head and lengthen out. And then bring the arms back beside the body. Walk the feet in just an inch or two. Separate the heels, hip width apart, toes and knees turn into touch. Flex the foot, so they're dorsiflexion. We have the toes pulling up towards the shin. Squeeze the knees, very important to have that squeeze, that internal rotation. Try to pull the heels towards the body. And then once again, try to lift the hips up off the earth. Remember, squeezing is more important than elevating it, but elevating really heightens the activation. Let's lower down everything, extend it out, walk the hands back. We're going to do this one more time. Third time's the charm. This is your best effort. I can just feel it coming. Let's bring the hands back down. Walk the feet in a little bit, keeping them separated, hip width apart. Flex the feet, bring the toes together, bring the knees together. Squeeze the legs together. Pull the heels towards your hips without moving them, correct? Question mark. Elevate the hips, get that butt up off. Oh, big medial muscle activation. Everything's working. Oh, how long can we hold? 3, 2, lower, relax, extend. Great job. Now bring the hands over chest. Take the chin, drop it in towards your chest. And then from the shoulders to the middle and lower back, roll up. Keep the flexion in the spine. The bend is okay this time. I'd like you to reach forward or keep bending forward and bring your fingers as far forward as you can. Let the head just kind of fall. Let it all lengthen out on the back. It's a little bit of stretch for all those muscles you work today. For some of our rotators that we also work, we're going to take the right hand and walk it over to the left foot. So there's a little more length along the right side of our spine. And then walk both hands together to the center and then both hands to the left side. Think of length, flexion being part of the length of the back and a little bit of lateral extension, which is why we walked our hands to the side. Come back center. Let's bring both feet flat to the earth. Grab a hold of the knees. Let's pull back, extend. And then we're going to lift the feet up off the earth and then slowly bring each vertebrae of the spine and imprint it on your mat. So you're C-curving the spine. Oh, slow, 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 as slow as you can. The head comes down to the earth. The knees are going to pull up and into the chest. Circle the knees. Reverse that circle. Take your, comment, take your right knee over your left. Pull that towards the earth. So you're pulling it towards your right side. Extend the left hand back. Yeah, come back center. We're running out of time. In fact, we've run out of time. We're going to do the opposite side. Come back center. Pull your knees up and into your chest, head to foreknee, head to knees, rock and roll forward to back. I'm going to pedal through all the way onto my feet. Come into a folded position. Let the head dangle. I lower the butt. I'm going to raise my upper body. Sweep your hands up and then bring them over hearts. And let me thank you for your great participation. Namaste. 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 Hello, everybody.
Nice background.
Hello.
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 Hey, Larry.
How are
Sue.
you guys?
Val.
Nice to see you, Larry.
Yes, Kirsten, how are you?
I'm good.
You don't feel bad?
Now we can see you.
I think Paz fell asleep.
Did she?
There's
Oh,
Paz.
There she is.
And there's
There's
Christy.
Christy.
My laptop is being stupid.
I was a little sore from yesterday's workout. I'm not gonna lie.
Not me.
Same here.
Well, you have the link, right, Sue? You can still do it tomorrow.
I can. I'm on vacation this week, so yes, I do.
Nice.
The late night.
Were you celebrating the Habs victory and progression in?
Maybe,
Maybe.
maybe.
I'm so excited.
Still,
for
I'm
the
still, I'm still trying to get over the Islanders loss.
What did he say?
He's trying to get over the Islanders loss.
Ah,
Tampa Bay. the
you've done it before. You can do it again.
Come on, Larry. I'm born and raised in Montreal. You got to cheer Montreal.
Yeah, but he's
I
got a
know
lot.
Montreal hasn't been there in a while, so good for you guys.
How's your grandbaby?
Oh, the baby's cute, really cute. We're gonna go to the
Okay.
beach tomorrow, but Donna's got, she had surgery, so,
How did
She
the
can't-
surgery go?
it's brutal surgery, I must admit. The first day when she got home was a scare. She fainted, the pain was terrible. And so I had to call the surgeon and we had to get 911, but after like the third day, she's doing much better today.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
good.
Oh,
Yeah,
What
but
did
it's
she
brutal.
have done? What was the surgery
On
on
her
her
foot.
foot? What was it?
She had
Plantaris?
what would they call it? The posterior tendon tore.
Okay.
One of
Oh,
the
that's-
tendons on the below the foot. So I guess there's two tendons that
Bye,
connect.
Val.
Bye, Val.
Bye, Val.
Thank
Have a good time.
you.
Thank you.
Take care, guys. But
Bye.
anyway, they
Okay.
harvested
Gotta
the
go.
pinky toe
Bye.
tendon and repaired the tendon below the foot.
Bye, Sue.
Bye. Nice
Bye.
meeting you.
So the posterior tendon and was that,
And they harvested the tendon on the pinky toe. They repaired the torn tendon. And they had to move the heel over. Because
Oh.
they said that the heel was misplaced and that's what caused the tendon tear. So they
wow,
had to move the
uncanny.
heel over and pin it. And so, foot surgery is terrible.
You're showering? I'm not even going to shower.
Anyway, so
Yeah, so that's a lot of work. The owner she's in a lot of pain.
yeah, it's a lot of work. And so she can't put any pressure on the foot for 10 weeks.
10 weeks.
10 weeks.
She's got a lot of atrophication of all the lower leg muscles.
Correct. And she's
A lot of
nervous.
rehab.
A lot of rehab. So how you guys doing?
Good. Yeah, we're in the apartment that we rent when we rent out our place, because our place has been consistently rented. So
Great.
yeah, it's
And
been,
how's your job going?
I love it. I'm really,
Good.
yeah, it's just
Tom?
going really well. Yeah,
Great.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So the projects, yeah, both projects are underway. We've done all the demolition work. So now we're starting on the construction side of it. And, I love it. So, but
Now, are
thanks.
you actually the general contractor? Are you managing the construction?
Well, I work for the general contractor. So I'm a project manager is what I really am.
Project manager. Yeah.
Title-wise. So yeah.
That's a tough job.
Yeah, but it's
He
funny.
loves it.
I love it because you're managing people, but it's a good managing process because, these are trades that, if they're not working for you, you don't have any problem getting rid of them. But we're lucky, all the tradespeople that we have working are, they're professionals. So it's one of these things where, there are no problems. So from that perspective, it's relatively easy. The business problem that we have now is that everyone is super busy. So just making sure that you get your partition or the piece of time worked out is the key. And that just involves with scheduling. So you have to schedule people 2 weeks out in advance. And if you figure
Now,
that out, you've got it made in the shade as opposed to I need it tomorrow, and you're not going to have that happen.
Now, are the prices of materials coming back down to earth?
Materials are super expensive. Plywood
Yeah.
normally about $20 a sheet, and it's around $80 a sheet now.
Oh my God.
I know it's ridiculous expensive.
Well, now they're gonna need more concrete in South Florida, right?
Even that's so all the alternative materials have gone crazy because, once wood went up and everyone's going, oh, let's shift gears. So now instead of using wood for framing, they use metal framing. So the cost of metal framing has gone skyrocket. And you can't find screw. I mean, it's just, so those things are inherent. But again, the thing is that if you've got a good trades company, they know the problem in advance. So they've got tons of screws, they have tons of metal, they have all of the materials. So our big issue in lead time now is cabinets. Cabinets take about 5 months to get done.
Oh,
And
boy.
appliances are about 5 or 6 months for high-end appliances to deliver. And those
Wow.
were just things that no one really foresaw. Production was limited due to COVID. And now that everyone wants everything because, everything's opening up, and
Boy.
building like crazy, that's one of the unforeseen consequences. So
Well, I think that this whole supply chain management needs to be rethought. This whole
there's a lot
sort
of
of
that too.
just-in-time inventory, it works great until the pandemic.
Yeah, I know.
So,
That's a contingency
Anyway,
that wasn't thought of, I guess.
yeah, weather looks great.
Beautiful. Yeah, we have
Yeah.
beautiful weather. It's a little humid though, like we have a lot of humidity. So, I mean, the class, I think we're probably in the mid 80s, but it felt like it was about 100 degrees.
I read in the paper now that people from Portland are going to come to Florida for a little relief from the heat. Well, we're going to see you guys. We'll be down there the last week in July and the first week in August.
We'll definitely be here.
Good.
We'll miss seeing you guys. So yeah, it'd be nice to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah, we'll
need
come
another
down.
Wednesday night dinner.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. Although I think Sugo's might go out of business because there's a new place that opened up that is extremely popular. Right across the street. So,
Nice.
Nice.
yeah. All right. Anyway, it's great seeing you both.
Yes, great to see you. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for coming today.
Say hi to
Yeah, it was
Donna.
fun.
Say hi to
Yeah, I will.
Donna.
I will.
Bye.
I'll say hello. I'll tell her to text you guys.
Thanks.
All right, thank you.
Take care.
You too. Bye-bye.